How did your session do? Started off with prayer and I died. I didn't realize what he was praying for.
Alright. Okay. Where would you like to start?
So I'm assuming this is sometime after that mass. It will probably be, probably at the end of that session, like when we get back to that, I'll tell Voss that I would want to talk with him to prepare him for the meeting to come.
Okay.
Then we'll figure out what the meeting's about by go talk to Mom.
That's fair.
And trying to figure out the message she told me about the former pillars.
Okay.
Tell her about the my plans, and then just give her some general details about what's been going on, so she's
In the know.
assuming she's not already, but at least aware of the shit that I'm in.
Yeah. It's like, nice. Okay. Well, you most certainly can do the dirty deed, good sir. So, you'll, well, really, it's just where you want to go first. You can, like, if you actually just left that, it's going to be like afternoon, you know, sun's still like high in the air or high in the sky. The crowds are kind of, you know, just, well, they were dispersing. Then some shit happened. Now they're dispersing again because it was like, what the fuck just happened? Because there's no bodies.
Well, like I said, I told Ross that I'll meet him at the sanctum. Either, when is the meeting? Do I know when the meeting is? Like, I was supposed to meet with him, and I was supposed to, yep. Okay. So I just, you remember what our normal meeting is?
He was like, moves his leg a little bit, like where the head was, where he and the arm kicking back and forth. Like, yeah.
Can we talk then at some point?
You're in his sanctum.
I guess I should be more clear with my words. Okay. We'll have it now then.
So he's kind of looking around for like a split second. Looking around as though it's a place they haven't been before. Kind of difficult to do in regards to it's just, there's nothing there. But you're starting to know machines a little better.
Yeah. Curious. Does this feel familiar to you?
Yeah, it does. It's my sanctum.
Are you just saying that?
What's that?
Are you just saying that it feels familiar?
Is it supposed to not?
Well, honestly, how much boss is still in you?
I am boss.
Okay. So you wanted to have a meeting with me?
Mm-hmm. The thing that your companion was carrying with you, I want that.
So this is happening after the thing. Okay.
He's now like, all right, what was the script? So you can do an insight check against it because
I'm just like, I want this to happen.
It's like exactly.
It's a 10.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at you because the thing is like I know something. I just don't know if he's lying to me or if something's gone. If he's reverting back or if he's
right.
So hypothetically, if you were successful in your mission,
I was.
problem solved.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I need not your thanks.
Yeah, you don't have to. Well, I guess you do have to act like him. I guess that is how it's supposed to work.
how would the person who is what they are not act like themselves?
By being like a normal person.
Do you? Like, I don't mean anything.
If you want to play games, let's play games.
Like I'm not a normal person. I am a boss.
So what are your intentions?
4. And you'll see in this place is fucking wild.
Cormac's trying to stay focused because he knows he's like, ooh, pretty.
Yeah, there's so many things. Like,
Yeah.
But my intention is to be the best holder of the veil there is and gain as much knowledge as possible.
Is there a way that I can help you with that?
Yes.
Can you explain it?
No, I think you all are aware that the former Arbiter of Justice is in Nullus right now. And he will never be the same, but he can be saved. Well, part of it. And of course, they're kind of saying that in a little bit more of a, what do you call it? Like, you can definitely tell they're being very Ripple-chick. Like, they're very David 8 and whatnot, but you haven't heard us talk a whole lot before, but it's like, something is a little different about, like, this thing. I mean, you obviously have more context, so it's a little bit easier to infer this, but it's like, no, you. Kind of a deal. But, yes. I need you to go and make sure that mission is a success, and I need you to get something back for me.
Okay. What is it that you need?
I don't know what it is called, but you will know it when you see it. It is being worked on constantly by the residents of that place.
Is it small enough to carry, or do I need to come prepared?
No, you just need a piece.
Okay. Understood. I am working on something to help protect the city and my party from unexpected surprises, like the ones that got us into this mess.
Your party?
Group that I travel with.
You really consider all of them your party? You haven't even seen one of them in a day.
Does it have to be every day?
I don't know. I've not been a part of a party.
In a way, you are. Part of the 5, the Penta.
Yeah. We only meet once every few weeks. Unless they make an appointment.
Well, I appreciate you squeezing me in.
You know, at this point, you're mutually useful, so.
I was wondering if you could help me with this project.
Okay. You will. What do I get in return? And it's one of those like, hey, motherfucker, you a machine. This ain't transaction.
Well, not only that, but it's just like, there you go, get the thing you want. I protect.
It's like, oh, that's me just not me letting you continue to function.
Me helping protect the body.
Mm-hmm. I see. Well,
And I mean, I would assume serves your purpose.
I don't need everyone protected.
Do what?
I don't need everyone protected.
how do I explain? Cormac's going through his head. How do I explain read between the lines to a robot?
Right.
I feel like we're trying to dance around something, but
I've never danced before in my life.
I believe we're dancing metaphorically now.
Inspiration. That was fucking quick as fuck. I'm not ready to be a 22 person just because of the machine.
Yeah.
Too good. Too good, Sue.
But I know there's one in particular.
Okay.
And let's be real, it's cards on the table. It's probably going to do that anyway. It is just going to help you do it better.
I see. Well, then I'll help keep them safe.
Who is them?
The only people you actually care about.
Or we could do the thing that I asked and just help me with the project.
Well, what is it you require?
I would like to make Beeman more than what Beeman is.
Because at this point they've like you're getting the gist of like they've not like blown you off, but they've definitely like started to. There's things in here
Yeah.
that they can engage with, so they're still having the conversation. But when you mention, oh, you want him to be more than what he is, and it's like, and they kind of lock in on where he's at. He's, doing his little butt thing as he lands on your upholding. I see. That is quite the clockwork insectoid.
Yeah. It recently has evolved, and I have a feeling if nurtured correctly, it will continue to evolve. Probably even without it, but
So have you.
yeah. Common theme that I'm trying to propel.
It'll kind of now put its body like face you again, like you're speaking my language. Evolution. Well, if that is the case, what do you need me for?
Honestly, it's gonna go visit the family to help with funds, but I'll just explain it to you then. I want to put him in a larger exo frame, and give him the ability to grow in power, and put him in a place where he can always be watching, surveying, gathering information.
You all
Away from
you all 100% like do the sanctum and very much similar to Joran's, like any powerful wizard has you're in a planetarium instantly.
yeah.
So like y'all get almost thrown up into, metaphorically, stars are around you. If I didn't want the ambience of that, there's no noise up here.
Yeah.
The electricity, the hum is gone. He's not making any noise. You almost feel weightless. You're not zooming around just yet, but it's like, you want them to be up here.
Yes.
That is incredibly ambitious. Do you have it in you?
Yeah.
You can make it could be intimidation, performance, or persuasion. And you can do that at advantage.
20. 30-20.
I see.
It's not just going to be me, though. That's why I've come to you.
Mm-hmm. Who all do you want to know about this?
As little as possible. Part of the reason of getting him up there is to protect him when he's up there.
I see.
With that said, I feel like I'm going to have to approach Vulcan. I feel like I'm thinking about using the sun to power it, to allow it to continue to do arcane, and I have a feeling that he would understand how to utilize light or heat as power sources.
Homeboy's like, alright. You give me this chalkboard over here. Start writing shit down. You do see in front of you, there is a big telescope up there, in the walkway, and the ship is out on the desk as he's like, alright, now he's talking to you again. You're still taking everything in around you, but it's one of those, you can fake the whole like, better than they can at the moment, because they've inhabited this for like 10 seconds. But you're seeing everything, and they're like, that is, once again, very clever. You are wasted on your companions.
We all have our beginnings.
They kind of like, they'll do a very odd human thing, and it would be something that you would see, like, gentleness would do, like, oh yeah, we do.
I don't know. Let's say how it was for you. I don't know how you were created, but generally, mortals find their mettle in adversity, and I've recently been forged.
You see their eyes kind of like, they're doing this straight, like, what do you call it? You know what they're doing right now? They're actively on the, what do you call it? They're doing the, like, they start to kind of back up when you say that, because they're like, this guy's got some good ideas. Now remember, you're the only person this thing is talking to. And so,
Get in fast.
yep, exactly.
Early bird gets the worm.
100%. So you see the original boss in their normal form, but they, let's see if I can actually open this up there. Do this, and then say this to the download. There he is. So you see them as they kind of back up, and they're like, forged. Yeah, I understand. And their eyes are, as they have literally things from like the Matrix are popping out, and they're just kind of poking at him, because it's not necessarily the same thing, doesn't know what it is, because it's the same person, they're the same thing, but it's one of those like, okay, I see, forged, better. Okay. Well, how do I assist? Other than just taking over your mind, and you are utilizing a very, very dangerous thing.
Sadly, at this point, we're going to have to be more specific.
What do you call it? Like the lost, the place that lost time.
Yeah, no, I can see that's how that can be dangerous to me and others, especially if it gets into the wrong people's hands. But
have you thought about improving yourself with your own means?
And just time is of the essence. That's part of what I was hoping you could help me with. Is I see that you have. I kind of point around. Well, I don't know if there's any in here, but your sanctum is full of robots, and that can, if I can program them to do the thing that I don't need to do, then I can focus on me, and they can continue to work well.
What kind do you need?
It depends on what we need. Well, just for beam itself, something that can lift metal, something that has precision, something that can prepare it for me to write the spells.
Okay. So it has to be smart, dexterous. Not free of thought necessarily, because it needs to know if a problem's going to happen, that it can work through it. Okay.
And then obviously, you're one of the few people that has the full scope of what I'm going to do. If you have a suggestion.
Yes, I think I know exactly what you need. Does it have...
Like, does that come across ominously?
A little bit. Can it... What can it be made from?
I'm looking to protect it. The core itself, I kind of point at him. I want to replace his parts with something powerful, strong. I'm assuming to get it up there or to keep it up there, it'll probably need to be lightweight. So I was thinking mithril.
Okay. When do you need this by?
I was hoping as early as possible. But like I said, time is a relative thing.
Oh, actually. You know what? I'm like...
Hello, little one.
Well, the question is, should I roll that with these? Like, should Voss be these?
I feel like that fits Boss's style.
It really does, where it's gold filigree inside. Yeah, I like this quite a bit, where it's like gold in there. It's quite neat. But, okay, well, higher roll then.
Hi. So 2 or 3 months.
What do you think Brian wants you to do? Or to have?
It's so hard to tell with Brian. I think he would dance around, make a couple jokes, but then let me get what I want.
You get what you want. What up, Seth?
Sure. Obviously, whatever you feel comfortable with as soon as possible is.
If I have the materials, I can make it right now.
Okay. That'll be my next stop.
Well, you find me... I'm trying to think about how much mithril it's going to take to make a iron golem made of mithril.
Yeah.
Moves. On down. Fit. New. Base. Do the best. There it is. Great question, Your Grace. Let's break it down practically with a touch of D&D flair.
Jesus Christ, my friend.
It's amazing. Oh, okay. So about half the weight, roughly 0.5 of the density. So you need 2,000 pounds of mithril.
Okay.
So
Obviously, it can be supplemented with.
yeah, if you wanted to be like just a skeleton of that, then you can make it.
Well, that or it's like the some of the core of it is, normal types of metal, and then the shell, the wings, that. But generally, so somewhere around 2,000, 1,500, something like that.
That's what it says on here. Full size mithril golem, you would need 1,500 to 2,500 pounds, and that's hollow plated or reinforced. But
How big is that golem?
that's an iron golem size, so large, I think. So,
Okay. Just store it.
As I say, it's that's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, it's large size, so I mean it can be up to 12 feet tall.
Okay. That's better. Yep.
Oh yeah, it's like I can do everything in here and not have to move.
Go by, yeah.
So, and they would, this little beam-in thing, they'd have like a little, you know how they have a tungsten ball for the little slug thing, or touch G, you die or whatever, like, kind of cool, just put the slug in the ball. They would have a little thing like that, but it would be adamantine for beam-in to let them sit in there. Mm-hmm. So, very hard to,
Yeah.
So, well, if you can find it. If you're needing something to work on progressively, I can make you something else instead with just parts that we have, and then you can upgrade it as you go.
It's in here. There are some magics that are still beyond me at the moment. I would like to give it the ability to fabricate and to receive materials that are in it so it can further build upon itself.
Well,
And I'll probably see if I can make a few of these bees to more that he can control. And
that's probably going to be easier to start off like that. Up to you.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how Isaac does not know how to begin this construction at this point. It's like, I need the stuff. I'm going to go get the stuff.
No. So that's what it can do is what they'll do is they'll cast like an upgraded version of Unseen Servant. Mm-hmm. That they're like, work on this. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And like, it's kind of one of those things where I think you've seen The Invisible Man, like the newer one. I think we all went and saw that. It was silly as hell. Mm-hmm. But it's something where like when it turns or moves slightly, it's almost like Predator-esque. So you can definitely tell there's a humanoid shape there. But and you can pick up stuff. It's kind of like bumping into a few things because it's like just becoming real. And it's like, well, take this. This can help. This will be with you permanently until you dismiss it.
Okay.
And then just piece it together into what you want.
Okay.
So you'll have a thing that can assist you and still work and do the stuff, but it's not made of anything yet, but it can start the project.
Gotcha. Other business.
It goes into the water and it's like fucking... All right, I could not think about that. I did not say that it's like cotton candy in water. Have you seen that when the little raccoon takes the thing? Well, it just disappears. Because it's sugar. So just...
Other business. Do you require a second? That is
very bold of you to assume that I don't already have one. And as they like turn away from you, the ship is over there as a model, like what is it, 50-to-1 scale or whatever. And that ship looks like, because I was telling Johnny this, the Consular's flagship. It's a magic card. I'm sure you've seen it before, and like let me see. But it looks wild, and it's not what do you call it? What makes this different, essentially, from the the red one?
that was 6.
What is this?
That inspiration just gave me.
So what that means is you effectively, what the fuck is this called? Sky Sovereign. That's what it is. Hold on. So, well, like I have given the other folks who've gotten that many, you can have 10 minutes of perfection. Choose them wisely to give up all of that. So, all right, here we go. It's this bad boy on me. Yeah, there it is. That shit's so cool. Oh yeah, there it is. So it looks like that. It's a little less like Arabian on the top, but it's nice and opulent. So,
Is there anything that I can, by looking at it, that I can approve upon it?
well, actually, hold on a second. I was like, oh, fuck, shit's cooler. It's motherfucker. What is that spell called? Heart of Kieran. Hold on. This is so much better. Sorry. That's actually what you do. You see it like this, and what you can do with that model is you can effectively you can mess around with it, and it'd be one of those. If somebody looked at it, it's like, oh,
Like an Iron Man type of.
right. It's like, oh, this model's completed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're like, oh, and it can start floating around and do all this stuff. Well, you can take that and make it more akin to. Give me this right here. I like that a lot. Where it downloads, perfect. And it's in here, and then here, and then bada bang, bada. What was that? That just looks so much better than the other one.
I did that.
Yeah, and the biggest difference with those is the back parts here are kind of like wing / power sources, where what you've seen with the Rebel Heart as it was like flying around a little bit, what you've seen from a few other sky ships from Ember Falls is their power source is a ring that connects to the center of their ship. It's just blowing out. So, but yeah, you can 100% you'd be seeing that. They kind of turn away and they're like, "No, I don't need a second at the moment. That meeting is something that will be very very taxing, I'm sure, especially on someone made of flesh."
Well, I mean, the other four in there, I'm pretty sure the other four in their seconds are made of flesh.
Maybe.
Well, like I said, it's more to protect our interest so that anyone that gets close or spends a lot amount of time won't notice the differences.
I see. Well, that is understandable as they
I'm just working away as I...
they start staring at the what do you call it, like the jawbone there, like the mandible. I see. This is what the Ember Hall ships look like.
Gotcha.
Very much a fire plane kind of deal. But okay, well, I understand what you're requiring. You know what I want. If I need to get it out of there, you just have to tell me.
All right. Honestly, if I can get it up and running for the mission, I can have it start looking.
Okay. We also need to bring back Kale, or what people will perceive as him, because that will be a very, very interesting study.
Okay. I know you said he was changed. Okay. Do you know what capacity was changed? I'm assuming since you know he was changed.
He's probably closer to what you are desiring rather than himself.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know.
It is. He does not have the powers that he used to, which is good for you.
Well, I mean, I think his daughter's going to be coming with us, so that might throw a wrench.
She is manipulatable.
Aren't we all? It's just thought of this. Do you have an item that I can basically, once I have a piece, just put it in and it makes its way to you? We don't have to risk the return trip.
No.
Okay, risk the return trip.
Well, no. I just need to. I'm not going to give you access directly to me, so you can slip something in and try to.
Well, no, that's not a bad idea. Cormac just looks at you like, okay. I was meant like not like in you like to like a teleport pad or something.
Yeah,
Or like a box that goes to another box.
Yeah, it's like I can, like I can scry on you and determine whether or not I need to recall something.
Okay.
But it is not the worst idea. I'll have to ponder that some more and calculate how much of a threat you are.
Yeah. I mean, there's this 4th level conjuration that can summon a trunk.
You're just,
I just get in the trunk, please. It doesn't mean.
that would be
Before the air runs out, we're all dying.
Oh my god, man, that'd be fucking hilarious. It's like, what's Cormac doing? It's like, getting in the fucking trunk, dude.
I need out.
It'd be so.
He has the lamp, I have the trunk.
Warm.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Alright.
That is quite clever.
Appreciate your time.
Yes. And he kind of turns around and looks over at the thing. It's just like, you can feel disappointment. Like, it's not making any sort of changes to its face, but it's just like, And the thing that you would be changing to it is the thing that, like, he would remember, which would be its hull integrity and defenses. Is something you would have picked or remembered from a conversation from Nix, who it's almost like, does that dude exist anymore? Yeah, then you actually kind of hilariously enough. No, actually no. You can do a investigation or perception if you want.
Investigation is a 26.
You can smell his cologne. Nix has been in here within the last 12 hours.
Okay. So I get done messing with the thing, and I just kind of look at it for a second. I'm like,
What have you done to the ship?
you said whole integrity and what else?
Hull integrity, and also beforehand it was too gaudy.
Yeah.
It's one of those like, no, sleekness,
Yeah.
not opulence, not grandiose. It's just one of those like, no, the way to win, quote unquote, to beat the other, like to win in the sky is, as you saw momentarily ago, be sleek and powerful.
Yeah. Just fix the whole integrity problem and change the design to be a little more sleek, aerodynamic. Probably get you some more speed for less power. Use that power to focus on other things.
It's gonna touch like kind of where, almost like where those fins kind of are. It's almost like a fin to a fish, right? But it shimmers and it's like made of arcane energy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at it and I'm just gonna say it's funny what technology and nature can do when it's fused together, or the ideas from one taken to the other.
Amy's going to spawn up there.
Who?
Amy. That was the second beforehand who disintegrated.
Oh, I was like, he didn't say Demi.
No,
How about that? Someone else.
EMI.
Tell Mr. President.
100%.
Okay, go ahead.
So they spawn, and you see a very subtle, as it like kind of crosses his arms, very subtle little like, you know how you can fire a laser, especially a green one, and it's like, look at at the right angle, you see it just a little. That's what you see in me. I think I may be in need of a second.
Cormac's like, well, I knew what he was. So,
Well, if you do agree to this, then I am back to what I was before.
what was that?
The actual Elder of the Vale. And you are picking up that they have to have the second to get their power thing. You know, and right now he hadn't actually had any want to do it. That was more of a, like, he hates that, well, the thing that was still kind of his boss in there, hates that you made that and did it so well. It's like,
What's that?
but if you do that, there is a rumor that the Elder of the Vale can cast any form of magic.
Sounds like a strategic asset that the city needs.
Some would think so.
Are there any others that I need to be aware of that wouldn't?
Not at the moment, but you also came back to a very different place.
I mean, I guess with the two that have fallen, I agree.
They do the thing where, like, they put their gauntlet on and around them and through them, all the different colors of magic, like, and then they now they're their new piece.
Okay.
Because, like, and then everything kind of they had that nice I see. Well, take them with you. And have an appointment next time, second.
Did you say what?
Have an appointment next time, second. I jest.
I was like, I didn't ask you if you wanted me to. Okay, yes. I'll make an appointment.
It's one of those, like, can robots tell jokes?
Yeah. Any day-to-day responsibilities I need to be aware of?
Yes, should I need a cooler head to prevail? That's you. Shall I need my body to be dragged off the field? That's you. And the other duties of a second, which it would be almost like a clerk. Like you get the grunt work, but the Pennant Council's homies are like, eh.
At least out of all the ones that grunt work, I hear a small army of them.
Well, the thing there too is, it's like, you know, this thing, or its last grunt, quote unquote, is just another robot. So it's like, they're so pretentious, they don't even really want you to do anything. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, though, you get to have access to all the toys and all that shit for nothing, because they don't think that, well, beforehand. Mm-hmm. They're like, we don't need you. It's like, but this thing's like, no. Come work over here.
Yeah.
Come look at this thing.
Some observations before I go. I tell him how I noticed him trying to look without looking. I tell him about the slight change in cadence.
Yeah. Thank you. More like that. If you ever need to be summoned here, as long as you're my second, you just need to make an appointment.
And how may I go about making an appointment?
You'll figure it out.
I looked down at my heels.
Yeah. So, and they they will ask you, where do you want to go?
I name a street like 6 blocks away from the brothel my parents stay at.
All right, so the bent nail. They're like, okay. And much like the Terminator, this thing is like kind of shimmering next to you. It kind of bumps into you a little bit, like Beeman goes, like they're still on your shoulder and they're kind of doing their little butt wag, doing a little dance, and you can now kind of understand just kind of what they're saying in that. Mm-hmm. And they're like, get your act together. He's a second now. You need to shape up to this little fucking servant thing that's kind of like air. It's like, hey, there's it. So, and you'll be a few blocks away.
All right, I'll head there.
Mm-hmm. They, the lady at the house, like, you can either go in the front or there's, the back entrance that you can go into as well if you're trying to be more subtle. Mm-hmm. Up to you.
I'll attempt to subtly and go to the back, but I am feet.
It's like a Final Fantasy VII. There's a way to get into this place, like through a restaurant that is like connected to like 2 buildings over that you go in here. It's a little ramen shop because they're going straight fucking Final Fantasy. You go in there and it's one of those your table is ready. I'm like, oh neat. So you go and like sit somewhere and then you just kind of turn and go into a booth and you like walk down into it and then you come up and someone is watching that entrance just because it's like, okay, certain people they just get lucky or the fucking owner gets distracted and someone's like we can sit here. There's that with a hole in the ground. Like, oh,
It's a treasure.
yeah, exactly. So then they you pop out and then you hear kind of and then like laughter, hilarity, and it's one of those like this shouldn't be here, but it's too adorable. You know what I'm saying? And they're just in the back room and you can hear the as people are running and like you just kind of fiddle farting around.
Right. I'll head in.
So it's going to be they kind of have like a back of like almost like a safe house kind of a deal, like with a few rooms for people who are like trying to lay low and stuff like that. And you'll see Jimmy and Gillith and Yase, and they'll be hanging out there. And Yase looks up at you and goes, "Oh, hey, you're back pretty soon. How'd your discussion go?"
It went, I was thinking better than expected. Slightly worse than expected was I was part of the dust, so.
You see, like, Gilda puts on, like, their glasses. And it's like, yes, I guess it remains to be seen, as they're just huge as, like, a joke. And, like, well, I don't know, you certainly turned on the charm recently, so I'll do that extremely well.
True. Perhaps. We'll see. That's how these things work. Time tells.
Yeah, they certainly do. But, and they'll scoop up Jimmy, Gillith will, and like, just gets super fucking ominous. I'm like, Jesus.
I'm like,
No, it'll be one of those like,
what did I say? I thought it was coming.
That's still, oh my god, it's killing me.
You have made deal with our devils.
Oh man, wouldn't that be something? Like, well, yeah, you said you wanted to talk later, and I mean, if you're not busy, we can have wonderful food next door.
He laughs. Yeah, no. He, just 1 second. I open up the portal. Oh, first I inform them of the invisible servant.
You see EAC like, it's the one slash, yeah, like, motherfucker, who is that?
Yep.
And I go, huh. That's interesting.
Can I stash them in the thing?
Where is that?
The gift.
Oh.
I
You
was
seem to
gonna,
really like that.
yeah, spent a lot of time there. I'm gonna hopefully have this help me maximize my time.
Yeah, well, it's yours.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna just kind of. Can I pass through that to get to my stuff?
Your stuff. Which one?
I was gonna put on some nicer clothes. I don't know
of
if there's
course.
any left over.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like, it's thinking to myself, like, it's straight up. They've just renovated their basement for you to have like a really nice apartment and workshop.
Alright, so I'll open it, I'll take the thing down so it's not falling around and listen to our conversation. I'll get some clothes. I'll have it start working on some of the designs, like basically getting itself acquainted with the designs.
Yeah.
And then I'll basically quiz it later to see if it's understanding what's happening. And
It's gonna, like, first when it gets down there, you can definitely now see more of a shape because it's displacing water. And this water's a little bit thicker than normal, and it's like, and there, there's no air or anything. It's not. There's no breathing motion. It's just touching things, knocking some stuff over. And Beeman's just like, listen.
try not to break anything. And then I get dressed, come back out.
They're there, and they're like, he looks like, oh, handsome. I'm like, thank you. I'll take your arm, and he said, well, be holding to me, and we'll go and do your thing. Gillis here being still that stark yellow color, like that platinum blonde. Big braid down to their like ankles, and or down to their like calf. He say having like silver hair, very, very oriental. He's almost like, have you seen Samurai Champloo?
I don't think so.
So there's a guy in there like who's just straight up like a
Oh, kind of like Tom Cruise. Last Samurai.
You should tell Ryan, like, oh yeah, I think I was watching somebody, it reminded me a lot of Case. That would be fan-fucking-tastic, dude. So look, well, that is, sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong duder. Well, Jin, this guy right here, is, yeah, there you go, a little bit.
Little pointy face.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so he's got that kind of
Yep.
shit going on where it's like very, doesn't like, speaks when he needs to, like not super, what do you call it? Well, most of the time, unless he's being played by me.
I need someone to ask, please describe Yasei. And I'm like, well, and I'm going to describe it instead of.
That would be fantastic.
Well, have you ever watched Last Samurai? Tom Cruise. No.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, there's somebody there, fucking, I forget who showed the shit to me where it's like, it's some black guy going off about like, the last fucking samurai is Tom King Cruise. is amazing. So good. So y'all go to the little shop over there. It's very quaint. They're doing, you kind of fall back into a rhythm that you haven't done in a long, long time, right? Where it's not a soldiery meal. It's like we're here and we're having a good time and this, that, and the other, and they will just be hanging out. They'll have some sake, some delicious bowls of ramen, and they'll and hilariously enough, since this person was no longer raised by Ezekiel, well, now this person was raised by some other folks.
Who?
You will see somebody you pick up. Like, I kind of know this person at this point. but very much like a not like together a whole lot, but it was like if it was like an adopted parent's home.
Is this
This is Bcade, so this is
okay? I couldn't tell if we're talking about Luna again.
no, but who?
It's
No,
like-
Luna is hanging out with
you
Corn
were-
Ashford on a different plane of existence right now, just fucking chilling, and he's like,
I have this necklace that you need to go in.
yeah, oh, he's got
It's
one.
canon.
Yeah, it's canon now. So they will look almost like, hey, they need to look like this.
Oh my god, could you? She just, as a youth, wishes to be young forever, and that's just how that works. It's like, anyway, go ahead.
Move go. You'll kind of like this person will walk over. You'll call him K. Y'all don't know, like you don't really address them as Cade, but they'll come over and oh hey, yeah, sorry I couldn't get here sooner. The new boss is really pushy. And they seem like, oh, this is an actual person. Because in their interactions, it is business.
So, get a new gig?
Yeah. Well, same station, just new bosses. And it's, this guy's a lot nicer.
Oh, good to hear. Anybody know?
Yeah, someone, I'm more attractive than you, got strong leadership qualities, and, but also his face is cracked open.
Up until you said that, I was about to say, I haven't given you any orders.
It's like, Gil is like, nope. Dimmy is like, going nuts with y'all. And, like, well, no, Gil is very excited. I'm like, yeah, family's all here. Feels good.
It's been a while. So, what did Kate? Did he just come over and say hi, or?
So, Cade, this person who kind of looks like Sandra Bullock, normally in like a Doctor's Mask S type thing, like play doctor kind of deal, but now they're in more of like just normal what you would think of like a physician would be like, and then they actually did come to meet with you all because Gilith and ESA, she knows her children pretty well. So she would know that, like, oh, I'm going to call them, and then they're going to meet us here, and we're going to get you to go out to eat with them. It's like they're orchestrating a little meeting.
Like a date, or?
No, they're your, like, adopted sister, so they're just part of your family.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, it wasn't like that until now.
You gotta give a homie heads up.
Well, yeah, because the person who wasn't raised by Ezekiel was now raised by somebody else.
So do I just have no recollection of this, or?
Well, no, you actually know them actually pretty well, but y'all were apart. Like, it's, think about it like
My next question.
adopted, so we're like
There
adopted
seems to be
family.
a theme here. I don't know if I appreciate.
Who knows? It's the, just don't talk to anybody who's named Annalixie or Elixie. You'll be fucking dinner. But, no, now, they're a little bit...
I'm gonna have the Titan, Attack on Titan theme song. So whenever they introduce themselves and one shows up, I just press the button.
So good, man. But they would, like in an adopted family kind of a deal where it's like, oh man, what's homie doing or whatever. You would have been like there for like the last like 3 years and then gone off to the military.
Yeah.
And they came in like a little earlier than that. So you were with them probably like for four-ish years, maybe 5. So now you can just run with that. But it's also one of those things too. y'all fucked around and got into trouble and whatnot, but
Yeah.
this person,
Well, good. Then me giving her orders was a fun little.
100%, 1000%. And so now it's like, this thing happened. This is weird, but it's one of those. She's very sneaky, and it's been. She's the doer of the person who can have anything they want. So she's very, very good at the doing. And at this point in time, potentially I've even scrubbed some of her less clean escapades. If you would like to go that route, or you can just still be covering for her, and it's like, it is what it is. But
Maybe whatever she wants, she's family.
so and
As long as it's not putting the rest of us in danger, I have to talk some sense out of them.
no. Like you may have had to do the whole like that once, where it's like, you knew, here's the path, and it's like, okay.
See that yellow line? Stay on the side of that yellow line.
Well, that was the thing, right? It's one of those, they're about to go and do a thing, you have really good intel, you're very smart, and it's like, oh. And so you're there right before they kind of step through the threshold to do the thing. You're like, okay, listen, I need you to understand this right now. There's no coming back from this, right? Which kind of gave them like, oh, that's kind of wild. But I still mean, ain't a neat motherfucker. Because they learn how to fight from Yesei, learn how to think from you. And they learn how to
Be devious.
from Gillis. It's like, oh shit. And they can also be whomever they want. You think you've seen that before, and it's one of those like, you haven't pressed it, but signs are kind of pointing to like, this person can do whatever they want now. But you also know, not necessarily that means they're a changeling, but that they
Get a magician.
correct. Like could be a, because you just need this guy's self, right? Like, so
If I worked hard enough, I could build something that could do that for me.
100%.
And I would remind them of that all the time.
Oh, well, yeah, they take the power source out when you're in the suit. Like I'm stuck in here, like, but dude, I'm fall out.
Come on.
So funny, man. Put the little thing back in there, but yeah. So
It happened once, never again.
yeah, it's one of those like, no, never just having the.
It just sticks me and draws power from me enough to get up.
Exactly. That's all you need is the escape route or whatever. So, but yeah, but that also means if they ever sick them on you, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They would know.
yeah, that's as they steal your dumpling and all
We do
this.
the thing that we talked about. To send the deal with me. It's like, are you kidding me? You know that yellow line? Smack me.
Oh man, I'm telling you. So yeah, you got a new cool boss too, it sounds like.
Well, apparently news travels fast, but yeah.
Well, not everybody goes with boss to the place of work and comes out.
Well, I know at least one other that has. I look right in the eyes.
All right. Clever. Very good. All right. Good one, Goyle.
So how are things? Are you happy?
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, I guess I'm in the same boat.
Kind of new positions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Y'all are getting, well, not y'all, you're getting way too big for your britches.
You just notice the size difference? I guess observance is not one of the traits you picked up. I know someone that's pretty observant. Maybe you should engage with them more.
Well, they haven't been around very much.
I don't know your talent samples I'm talking about.
I guess you'll just have to trust me.
Are you stalking me? Wait, on that note,
They just take the B.
Do that. Do that. Anyway, how are y'all two?
Cade's gonna go to. They're gonna go to steal one of your dumplings, and they're gonna. And they're gone.
Is that good?
Yeah, he's like,
Worried?
Caleb scoops them up quickly. It's like, shh, it's all right. They just had to go and do a job for their new boss. Because that's one of the things built into the contract, or you could kind of glean this. The person who wrote the contract originally, which it didn't change a whole lot, was that all they have to do is say their name and Kate shows up.
Yep.
So that's why twice while we were doing this, it's like, and it's like, and then, too funny. But, yeah. So she would be,
So Cormac still though, because I don't think Cormac knows that. Do we need to be worried about that?
no, I think she just is really, really eager to please. That
I
looks
guess
like,
she might like something, boss.
well, perhaps she just wants to keep him happy.
I need to get her some ration packs.
Oh, she would hate that.
No, there'll be little things you can spray on it and it can taste like anything she wants. Little presidential sprays.
She's yells like, that's actually not a terrible idea, but it takes texture. It's not. But anywho, no, I mean, we're fine. We came here to celebrate your triumphant return and ask you what your plans are for Asteris.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, did you want to meet here and go up on a...
It's been alluded that I've been invited to this wedding. I don't think I've gotten an invitation yet.
Oh.
I'll probably be there.
You see,
But if I'm there crashing,
Jimmy like turns around when at first he thinks that you weren't invited, and it's like, and then you flip. It's like, I'm probably gonna be able to go, and they're like,
Yeah.
so. Well,
I mean, you know.
the Penta Council and their seconds are obviously invited to one of the Penta Councils,
Huh.
joining of unions, and also it's a monumental event.
Nice. Then I'll probably be traveling with them.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah. That's very fair. It'll be quite the occasion. Ooh, you're not afraid of heights, are you?
no.
That's good.
I mean, I'm like most people. I am afraid of falling, but I can come prepared.
No, but falling, there's nothing to it.
Surviving it.
No, it's the landing that's the problem.
Touche. I'll basically tell them what's happened over the past 10 days. Since the bar and on. Well, since I last week yelled them of the story.
Since one of your party members shot your dad, that's been 10 days.
So I swapped the Great Axe out for a Polish Warhammer.
No, sweet.
Can I have that function? Because basically it's a cavalry hammer where hammer one end, spike other. So Warhammer Warpick.
Only if you call it the right thing. And the only reason I'm being that uppity about it,
Oh, is there a...
it's a loose sheen hammer that was in the book of, it's effectively the arms and armament in 3.5. That's what Smith used on his Pegasus.
Oh, where?
Ping! Like, oh my god!
Because, yeah, I'm like...
Yeah, of course.
Something a little easier. And then also I realized new Great Weapon Master works with versatile as well. So if it's
That's
something you
cool.
can't swing two-handed.
Nice.
Great Webmaster covers it.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
But yeah, this is something kind of it's similar to this right here. The except it's not as like ridiculously like spiked on the end. So it's this thing right here. It's kind of like that, but like I said, it doesn't have the big old spike. But this was just a solid like, it's like a stoplight size.
Yeah, it's one where, like, that shit, both ends will just punch straight through plate.
Yeah.
It's just,
Why are you looking at me when you said that?
you know, the other one wearing plate?
It's like, how convenient. Yes. So, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, which is why I figured I needed a little bit more influence over some shit.
We're very proud of you.
And then I'll tell her my plans for Beeman. And why that's the other reason why I wanted to get some help with Voss, because of, it's gonna take some stuff.
What do you need?
Well, mithril,
How much?
somewhere in the ballpark of 1,500 to 2,000 pounds.
Okay.
And then just,
When do you need it by?
well, the sooner the better. I would like to have it up and running by the time we get to my next mission, which is, did Voss tell me?
You have 7 full days in Alexandria.
Okay, so roughly I'll leave in a week. But with the unseen servant is that to help expedite that.
I see.
And then I was asking if, I don't know if you can, have I seen you use teleportation? Are you capable, I'll just ask you if I haven't seen it, but are you capable of teleporting it up there? Like,
I'm sorry, sweetheart. Now I can't teleport it up there.
maybe make a system that just launches it.
She like looks at you,
You look like a
looks at TA saying, "We need to let's take a walk after this."
Yeah. Some fresh air would be nice.
It is. I very much enjoy the
Oh,
open air.
the other thing, and you, once you get back to the resort house, it's, it's going to be kind of large. It's not going to fit in the room. So I was going to have them take pieces out and, build a piece, take it out, build a piece, start putting it together.
Where? Oh, you mean that ziggurat?
Yeah, I just didn't want to say it out loud, but if you don't mind, like, booking some,
How much room do you need?
I
Because the
explained.
enchantment only goes so far out. Because it can. That's where the fog came from. When you were going on the World Bridge,
Uh-huh.
the only reason why y'all have got to have a glimpse at it is because it's not going to ever hide itself from you.
Yeah.
And so when it was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, I give the dimensions of him, and it's like, keep it from people from scrying on it, seeing it randomly happening upon it.
Well, the place is pretty, dead to magic. So
And then I'll just, then from there, figure out how to.
stay underwater.
I don't know if mithril rust. That's Isaac Asgard.
I don't know. Well, I would say when
Unless it's that
finished
water,
fine,
because, yeah.
that's the thing is, because around that ship, it'd actually be fucking wild. Tolkien's mithril did not rust, and I'm very much if it works in, what do you call it? If it works in, oh, actually, there you go. kind of weird. When it's refined, no. You can't rust because it becomes magical. Like it's imbued with magical properties. So there's a little bit of a risk there. But you also got to consider, too, of where it's at. I.e.,
I mean, you can just trade out a cantrip prestidigitation disc.
well, also the kind of the one of the things that could happen too is it actually gets stronger because it's just in, I don't want to say toxic sludge, but you're closer to Ember Falls than not, and then to the water, depending on how far out you get, and this place is just on top of a ley line as well. That shit might just like refine on its own, and then you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
We have
Evolution.
it's like we have vibranium.
Started laying up.
It's like, what crap?
Yeah, no. And then also, I don't know if you can do this, but I like to, I explained to her about trying to get things to teleport to it, but I also tell her, like, I don't know if it's possible, but making something like a bag of holding, like maybe even a demi-plane that I can work within itself. Much like I have what I have, and it just builds the thing, takes it out, builds a thing.
Okay. Well,
And one that if I ever need to retreat to a sanctum.
well,
Well, these can come later once I get it up there, as long as I can teleport things and.
I think that may have to come later, but at least you have it thought about beforehand. Right?
Oh,
It's
well.
much easier to.
Laying the groundwork for it.
Right.
That even if I can't empower the spells, can.
Well, you know what they say. You need to build the basement before you build the house.
You don't build a house without plans.
Yeah. And she'll finish her ramen, and Demi has like a little, like, they have like kind of chopstick-ass type things, but she is sucking the broth of her little bowl in through the chopstick. Yeah, she's like, yeah, that's mine.
Halt, citizen.
Yeah.
Quote.
Push their little tiny glasses up. Like, yeah, well, I'll go and get her, ready for her lessons. As you said,
Who's teaching it?
well, we are. She'll be homeschooled.
Okay.
And they're like, you just see kind of the 1,000-yard stare with the gang say, like, it's one of those at first, it doesn't mean anything to you really right now. You know they're very powerful, and it'd be almost like a Cade situation, almost like a you situation, but in a second, or in a few minutes, it's going to change a lot. But it's like, yeah, no, we're just, teaching her about a lot of things, and, the library at the Ziggurat is it's pretty extensive. I mean, it's a little old, but it's also, it's and he'll kind of pause for a second, and Gil will say, it's better to learn about why and how something works than about how to manipulate it. I.e., these are like, before there was geometry and trigonometry and all that, there was basic math, but that means that's kind of like where we're getting into the things before that could just cast 12th level spells. You know what I'm saying? That sort of a base level and attunement. So
I'll think about what she said. Maybe I should write a book for her to read when she gets older about just that topic.
she liked that. And Jimmy just, little distended belly, like, just ready to go.
Is that ready for lessons?
Well, yeah. Like, she'll be fine in about 30 minutes. Because it's like a weird thing of like, having a baby versus this little entity is just like a little machine who's just up and with their health, so they sleep even less.
I didn't want to ask, but
Well, Why is she like that?
She seems awfully big and awfully smart for just being.
Well, we really had to try with her.
It just gives a deadpan look like, okay.
It'll make a little more sense in a minute.
I was like, you really had to try. Like, she on homunculus? Like, no, he's not saying that, but these are like things going through his
Oh,
head.
100%, yeah. Been one of those, yeah. Well, come on, let's go and leave them to their business. And she'll kiss Timmy on the head and hug Kiese, and they'll, they'll walk out with you. They'll be sitting there and kind of do the hands in their long sleeves, because they very much have the Oriental aesthetic as well. And it's a lot of blues and silvers and whites with them. The sun kind of setting a little bit, and you can see now when the moons start to come out. So, Guntius, what are they over here? It's the Imai, excuse me, and Githa, and Ankitra, the Silent, the Dreamer, and the Warrior. And their hair starts to into that blue color. You've seen before. You are definitely noticing some looks like, what the fuck? Like,
That is mean mug him.
oh yeah, and they're like, Jesus Christ.
Just paying attention to the wrong person.
Right. Then you walk by, and they do get some like whistles and whatnot because of how close you are to where you're at. But she just kind of smiles and doesn't even think a second about it. Like, well, and you'll hear or start to hear the ocean like, which fine, you just okay. But you'll start to hear that. It gets a little darker. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Amazing. I like that music, but it's not. I need the ocean sound too. Give it to me. But they'll be walking towards it. They would have taken their when they get close enough, they'll take their sandals off and be walking on the beach and kind of tuck them into their sleeves and just be walking around. Yeah, we wanted to make sure that you got to be you and didn't have any kind of pulls to or tainted experiences because of us. And we tried, I think.
Just great that we tried everything.
It's one of those. It's like, what the fuck? And you loved fairy tales a lot, and all our stories, and we had didn't really have not a good time to tell you, but it's just kind of I'm very proud of you. Yeah, I think you're a great
Cormac's
man.
eyes start narrowing. Like, this bad news. Cormac just looks you in the eyes and says, is this what you tell me I'm adopted?
She does the look like, oh, he's figuring it out. Blue hair going in the wind and whatnot. It's like, that's the difference. He's like, you put your reflective glove up and like, you're saying he's blonde, but he's been short. And like, and you've told me it's changed the whole time. What a fucking trip. No, she looks into what kind of clothes you're wearing. Effectively, do you have any armor on?
No, but I'm I'm wearing the thing that allows me to. That's now more refined and is more like kind of like Iron Man
Yeah.
belt bracelets that just
Yeah, nice.
kind
Okay.
of dimensionalize out from under.
She's gonna just start to walk into the water. You're like,
Yeah, I'll just walk with him.
you're gonna get kind of out there, and it's like, there's not a place that I love being more except for around you all. Is in here, and she kind of turns around, and you see kind of underneath the water, there's like it's like something's under there. So the moons are starting to shimmer off of like, at first it's all kind of cloudy and bubbly and everything. And as it gets kind of further out and you can kind of get a little bit more within like your high and passive investigation, it's like something's in here with us. And it's just kind of her, and she's kind of floating there. And it's like, she's kind of laughing, and she's kind of like smiling to herself, like, I'm really happy you said you're not afraid of heights.
Cormac just like, we're in the water. I feel like we'll be fine.
So do you trust me?
Yeah, but I don't think we're necessary.
A hand bigger than, or almost as big as the bridge is like. And so what y'all do is you go under, and as you do have like the like the yell at first, and you're in the front. What would be? It's a standard silver looking night dragon. You're going super fast, but what's happening now is they do this. So there's a little like air pocket, and you're in there.
I don't need to. What about that?
Oh, that's right. She knows that. It's like, you don't need that shit. That's why she just is basically
I
drowning.
mean, maybe the water hitting my face and that's being.
So yeah, it's definitely being shielded.
Yeah.
And then you get far enough out, and you are 2 miles out, and it's dark at first. Didn't have necessarily the helmet on. You could have like the glasses, and you can see, and it's just an outline of a colossal size or colossal. In 3.5, it's called Colossal Plus. Of a bit of a dragon, and they're going to pop out, and you're going to be kind of zoomed up like a rocket. I mean, it's going to have the same like at first.
Well, I'm going to use my action to put just the helmet.
Yep.
So I'm in like this nice clothes and a helmet.
Yep.
And I'm just like
looking.
one, so it can help me breathe. Like so the air's not just hitting me, and then the two, so I can see. And I'm just like,
To check you out. No. You get like you're not into space yet, but you do get the Iron Man like and you can kind of start. Man, it's getting cold, and then gonna be flapping up there, and then huge like it looks like the wings take too long or much longer than they should to be flapping to keep this thing floating. Right. They get there, and you can never be afraid of her in regards to the fear, right? It's just never going to happen. So it's like, other than, what the fuck are you? It's one of those like, oh, I know who this is, but it's that weird juxtaposition of like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Mm-hmm. I'm dreaming.
the investigator I am.
Well, it's one of those is like, she, sits there like, I didn't want you to be burdened by this.
Is her voice the same or what?
It's going to sound the same to you, but that's because she's making it happen like that. Normally, if they were going to talk, you'd be, it'd be a reverberation. But no, she sounds exactly like you would expect. You can almost see cyclones down below y'all, like,
I just take a moment and I was just like, wow, I know the state y'all found me in, so I feel the same way a lot of the times.
We couldn't be any more prouder of you. Or any more proud of you. You've done more than we ever could. And
Well, I mean,
I just motion around.
Save the day.
Well, only because people like you around it. And they'll start to, like,
Cormac takes a moment. Like, how much? I don't think I'll survive it, but how much higher do you think you can go?
I don't have to stop. I can go. I could actually leave forever if I wanted.
No, before you're not, but I mean, can you just get the beaming up here?
Yeah, I didn't want to disappoint you by telling you I couldn't teleport him up here, but that didn't mean I couldn't. Because I'm a pretty powerful caster. I've been dealing with magic for a very, very long time, but magic isn't what makes me. Yeah, there she is. I love it so much. This is a little rendition of them. Quintuple the size in regards to how big they are, but they have that big frill, long horns there sticking out the back, huge wings, you know. As hilariously enough, as fucking basic of a silver dragon as you could possibly have, but as pristine and fucking crazy as all get out, man. Yeah. I love him so much. So, I'm like, well, there you go. Very close, but the hair is blonder. Like when they were kind of back in their heyday of when they were the pillar, you know, had to do the earlier shit. But, and then now it's a little more, see, like, this is just aged too much. Like, we're so close. Getting that kind of, I mean, that's what they'll eventually look like at some point. But, I'm like, yeah, I can, do you need me to drop the gun off now?
You just let's stop. No, it tracks. Yeah.
And you make a history check for me with advantage if you don't know. I was like, this got real ominous, but it's called All Gods. And I was like, okay.
17. Oh, that's not with advantage though. 17.
So you would recall in the third session the silver, or what, Moonlight's Grace, and that song that Yase would have sang / like done poetry to a degree. That makes a little bit more sense, but it's only like the first half of it, because the second piece of the babies and all that shit, nothing connects that, nothing tracks there. But the first half is like, oh, well, why does Yase know that story? It's like, oh, I see. And then that kind of gets to you're like, oh, that's why she's like that. It's because of all that magic has been right here. And, like, you know, that's why if you ever need my help, all you gotta do is think about it. And I will rain asunder.
There's this illithid in another plane. I'm just enticing. It's like,
She's like, where? You just automatically fucking winter just comes in. It's like, Jesus. That's so funny. It's like, I hate it so much. It's just like,
I get the last laugh now, bitch.
oh my, yeah, and it's one of those, she's like, I love calamari. She's like, I love squid.
We're gonna have something together. It's the food. We had ramen tonight. That's the squid tomorrow.
So funny, man. And it's like, yes. But yeah, they're like, yeah, and like you said, I didn't want this to be a positive or a negative in your life until you came into your own, and and she motions with her big old hand to Alexandria, which looks fucking wild at night, you know, as it's getting darker, and the moons in the three phases, or the three moons in their phases are, you know, coming to. They won't align at the wedding. I was going to lose my fucking mind if they were going to, but it will be a full moon of Imai, which is in Atheris, Alexandria, and one other place. Effectively, if dreams become real, which would have been wild, or you know, you could kind of interpret that as dreams come true. Well, we'll see. So, but I'm like, oh, you've never been over there, have you? And they point over to Atheris.
No, I haven't ever been up there.
And kind of like, and so what she's doing is, you know, she's kind of like a shark in the sky, where it's like clouds and stuff. She's blending in perfectly, and like you can tell she's cupping you in a hand where, I mean, even if they could see you with any whatever sort of like colors there would be, it's one of those.
That poor dude.
It's like, hi, you can do a little flyby. And they're like, I don't think you need to land unless you really want to. But there it is. And you just see above it, you're seeing the entire of this place that's just wild looking. Because it's like the fucking bird sanctuary down there.
Is it true that if you can make it up here, you can fly?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
And you have their kinship forever.
Well, maybe we can stop by and say hello, and then I can just fly back with you.
Well, you know, I think that's not a bad idea. And she's going to flip.
Just dump me up in the edge.
So it's effectively, it's going to be, she knows the way to do it in which you're not going to feel as though anything's changed in regards to force, but y'all will be coming to land, but she's just going to be like,
Not much I can do about it.
it's like, don't you have featherfall?
What?
Don't you have featherfall?
Well, I do, but I'm not going to insult a dragon by casting Featherfall on
No, she's going to let you save her.
I'm going to make sure I have it prepared, because...
You don't. She's like,
Oh, I do, yeah. Well, I'll wait until...
oh, the last second. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, is she in the dragon form still? Okay, if that's the case, it's
She's
more
dead.
obvious
Yeah,
that I'll cast it at a more reasonable time.
Yeah. Oh, no, she would love it.
Yeah, my action, my armor comes on,
Yeah.
the little backup, it begins to glow, and just gravity just feels like we're getting more and more weightless as we go.
No, well,
I'll scoop her up and the princess carries her land. It's like, see, I carried you here.
yeah, she was 100% like, my hero. Playing it up, hamming it up just like Dibby would. And, like, thanks.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of being princess carried. Happened to me once. Very emasculating.
It's lovely.
Being carried like that felt right. No,
Well, you know, I am your mother.
that felt more natural.
Yeah, right? It's like,
That's emasculating. Not a damn thing I'm going to do about that.
yeah, that's true. It's true. But, and you'll around very much, Johnny put it very well, the, like, Tears of the Kingdom technology up here. It's Mesopotamian, Aztecian, Mayan kind of like feel, but it's very, it's powerful people. It's sprites. There are even a couple of smaller dragons here. There's a couple of fucking like surfers who just floated across to Ember Falls, because here's the rub. Ember Falls and Atheris are great friends, but he's so far removed It's like, yeah, no.
He got insulted once as a kid by one.
Exactly.
And it's a rivalry for the ages.
100%. And so it's one of those, like, they're chilling and doing this, that, and the other. And
I'm going to
Yeah.
cast absorb elements to dry off on myself and then shut the armor down again.
nice. Smart.
I don't have hesitations either, so I just can't do it right now, but
She'll,
I can only sadly do that to myself.
well, she's gonna, yeah, she just waiting for the thing. No, she'll, like, laugh that off and fling her, like, sleeves out and then pull out her sandals, put them back on. It's like, all right. And then she'll take your arm and kind of walk around. Now, you know, these are lovely folks. Kale actually was, I mean, they're just cats in here. What? Little, like, dragon cats. Like,
And that little specimen right there.
oh, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude. Let's see. But yeah, no, Kale's he's a good man. He raised good to people, and I wish I would have had this song sooner.
Oh.
This is called Flying with Mother.
We'll do that on the way back.
I'm like, oh, that's my jam. Why don't I think about that? How to Train Your Dragon is fucking perfect. Just picture it for a second. That's how cool. But yeah, so they're flying around and then doing their thing, and yeah. Now up here, it's bright because still now you're even closer to Amber Falls,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of like daylight back up here, and and you have some folks like y'all are getting some looks, but it's one of those. They're all looks of respect because you got up here, and it looks like you did it. And so they're all just kind of like, Aarakocras, fairies, dragons, a few of them. A couple of humans. You see there's like wind genasies and fire genasies. And it's one of those like, so I was like, these people are like Indian, like, it's like there's a big fucking casino. It's like, oh shit. But you go and yeah, they have lovely temples. It's very much like, I mean, you know, not super casino-esque, but it's like, it's pretty grandiose, but in its own way. So, you know, like, well, you made it up here, so I guess we need to go and see him.
He nods. Do you know how this came to be? Was this before the shattering or after shattering?
This has been here for a long time. Since the days of Soul. He wanted his own little paradise for himself. And he brought it up here. And told it, if you ever fall, well, then the earth, or then the world will, be no more. Well, the spirit of the, land and all the things that it brought up with it began to adapt. So, and in that, it's like, lizards and squirrels and birds and all that stuff eventually became what they are. Like Aarakocras and shit like that. So,
Do I know the name Soul?
mm-hmm. Yeah, they would have told you the story. It was also its history, and also the fucking mountain that is by Alexandria in the V. So in the thick boy, the big mountain is named Soul, and the fairy tale is that it just laid down there one day and died, and that's what the mountain is. the rumor is that it's just made of gold, solid gold, under like a crust.
I know where to get my funds from. No.
Aren't yet. Do it.
Yep.
So you'll
Do it.
yeah, do it. You'll be taken over to like a it'd be something where it'd be like a temple, like type place, right? And you go in and something is sitting facing away. And they can hear you coming, right? And it looks like a bird in the back. Got little like things going back. And then they're like, you know, let's say this is the back of its head. This is the front. It goes turns around and it's an owl Aarakocra that just full 180 to its head. Who
Cormac, Gillett.
are you?
I was waiting for it.
Well, Cormac, I see that Gill Authority is known here. Welcome. You have done something that only those with the right kind of spirit do.
It's making sure the pleasure is all mine. You have a beautiful home.
Oh, this isn't my home.
You have a beautiful habitat.
Caleb is like, put their hand.
I'm like just living, right? It's just,
He's like, the
it has been nurtured well. Not
no, the owl goes, who can say? Not my own. But we do inhabit it. And it is obviously kept safe because, well, people who lack ambition are oftentimes bad, or if they have too much, well, we can clip their wings. But you seem like a good egg.
I look at mom. Just show no one look.
Gil's like, yeah. Hey, this thing goes. Excuse me. This little owl pellet comes out and it goes. Head turned back around to y'all. Like, excuse me. Don't mind that.
Don't tell us not to mind it, and we won't mind it.
The guy said, don't talk about it.
You're still talking about it though.
Ooh.
We are.
They start flying around. Oh, they, well. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. They're going to kind of like, they'll be thinking for a second. And you know, they're very traditional, very like ritualistic up there. So they're going to Gillith is going to kind of whisper over to you, like, yeah, they're going to bestow something on you, right? And as long as you hold this, then you can fly back up there.
Okay.
And they're going to oh man, oh, it's so close.
don't know what I'm doing.
Amazing. So they're going to. Oh, hold on. That's pretty good. And they're going. You're like. Well, like Silverwing here, you will be dubbed, and their head spins back around, and it spins the other way, looking at you.
I just do it just a little bit more.
Sky Forger. So long as you hold that title, you can come here. That, or it could be Cloud Right, whichever one you rather pick.
Skyforge fits better.
I think so. It begins. Carry you and yours to their destiny. That turn right. Clear the front of that little thing. Like, how do you go a little pat your arm? You see, like, oh my god, he's going up.
My elbow's going up.
Like, no. Like,
I can still flick him across the universe.
well. Like, well, come on. Now, if you want to go for a little mother-son journey, you know where to go.
I would say race you back, but
She just starts to take off.
boss, I'd like to make an appointment. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna ditch it.
Oh, I mean, oh yeah, it's one of those. Yeah. I mean, she would think you're. Oh, you would ever bugging ever. It's like, oh, you use your position and power to one up me. I'm gonna eat you.
It's like, did you use your position and power to fly me across them? No, he's gonna run and I guess take a leap of faith and see how that works.
It's like so weird at first. But she's gonna tell you effectively how to, like, she's gonna give, essentially, at first you would go like 30 feet and like normal fly, like you can fly, it's kind of weird. She's gonna teach you how to go 60 feet perfectly. And then so eventually it's kind of like when Iron Man's like, oh, this is how it and you're zooming around. And she's like, yeah, like that. And of course, it's one of those like getting pretty low for them, or like for her and you, but you know, cool, you can just, well, she's, be like, because you can tell she's thinking, like, should she turn back or now just use the power of flight, right? And it's one of those like, yeah, I've been enough of that for right now. So she'll go up there with you. And the hair at this point now, it's out of its braid, and it's just almost like, it looks almost like it's a cyclone behind her, right? Where it's kind of getting longer, and it's almost like Konami, I believe, Konami Chittery from Full Metal Panic, like that color of blue and stuff. And it's like, so, like, yeah, so when do you need the stuff by? And where do you need it to go?
Boss said he was going to help. So I guess I'll figure out where he would want it.
Okay. Do I need to contact him to ask, or?
I'll swing by again and make an appointment and
Okay.
tell him I got the stuff. Where does he want it? and I'll let you know.
And then what's your cover story when he asked? I didn't hide this from you for 20 plus years.
Yeah, no. I made a deal to sell my expertise to get the stuff that I needed.
Smart. Okay. Huh.
How do you feel about the postal service?
You what?
the postal service. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh, sign here, please. Okay. Well, now you know. And at least it will add a little more reverence to the decision if you ever make it. To think about the things you told you to think about. Y'all fuck.
Oh, the
The pineapple. Now you know what's actually coming.
it's a big bag on die.
Like, yeah. So, quite interesting. But, they'll, let's see here.
Can I, well, no. I was gonna say, rescind and have my unseen servant making, oh my god, what's the guy's name? The other, Smith. Make Smith, gift. Have the unseen servant make that, so I can,
Well, that's fine.
yeah.
Well, if that was one of your schematics, or one of your, like sketches or whatever.
It was at one point.
Oh, yeah, no. That's one thing, too, that I should have been a little more, like, I don't want to say prepared, because I do remember, like, having that thought of, like, well, yeah, the person for them to have as their second is the most powerful living thing that can cast magic.
Yeah.
Right? So, but, no, they would 100% be working on that for you. That's easy.
Okay.
Beeman's just sitting there, like, fucking damn, like, doing its thing.
I'm like, make sure it doesn't mess up.
Yeah, like telling him, like, like, do it right. So, no, 100%. That's fine. Like, all right.
After we get back and we're walking through the city back, you mentioned the previous pillars. Kind of.
Yeah, your father and I.
Were there more?
The first elf, Zen, the Fallen Star, and something that did not have a name.
You didn't seem too. It didn't sound like you thought positively of y'all for some reason.
Who's that?
You did.
Oh, I'm sorry, I lost the thread.
You said something about like when we were the whole reason I want to talk about the pillars is because she mentioned pillars and she said something along the lines of oh yeah, they were great, but it sounded like it was coming across as
Oh, well. Yeah, well, that's one of those. She still kind of blames herself for not doing the thing right because it was, well, frankly, that's what she'll say. She's like, yeah, I mean, did we save the world? Sure. Did we save enough? No. Okay, it's not about glamour. It's not about power. It's not about anything like that. It's just, a very hard lesson that you're going to have to learn is that you can't save everybody. And even when you think you can save the ones that you want to, life still happens.
well. Hopefully, I don't have to worry too much about that, but it is what it is if it comes. And I think y'all taught me well. But if I can say from my point of view, obviously I didn't know how it was before, but I don't necessarily think if this didn't happen, we would be here right now.
Well, I'm not regretting the past. It did give me you and her and him for a short amount of time as that was. But no, and we were the pillars before there was a need for a council. But you see what happens when power gets into a vacuum. And there's one strongest person. And they get a little bored and they get tired. Alvaro, he was a good man, or was a great man, I'll say, but great does not equal good. That's what I should say. Long time since I've seen him handsome as devil. Goodness gracious. When he was in. But
Yeah.
in
that
his,
note. Tell us about the ring.
what?
So this is what that thing does, and in case things go to hell, this is what it's made out of.
She touches your head like.
I mean, you kind of made it sound like it wasn't gone, and now I'm kind of concerned.
You have like a sudden like flash of that face, the metal one, for like half a second. She's like, "Where'd you get that?"
It was at the farm.
Was there any more?
Not that I found. I know a couple of other people that were pillaging the joint, so I can ask them.
I see. Is there? Well, there's a pretty good chunk in your new boss's office.
I'll go like this. Why haven't we just like turned it to ash or something?
Well, if you fully dismantle it, there's a greater / easier chance they'll come back. Also,
I would just pull it into.
I have not been invited into that office, and I do not know where it's at in there. I'm pretty crafty, but it would take even me a very long time to find it. So now you're understanding there's no door into that room. It's just teleporting her out, and well, you'll have a slightly better understanding where it's at since you're the second, but you have to go there at least more than once. Because you'll be able to register the what do you call it? Like the signatures of magic in regards to you teleported from here to here, and it took you X amount of time to kind of come back. Well, I'll let you make an Arcana check next time you go into there to be like, it took me this far, and I was this far away. So it's kind of in these pocket dimensions where the so yeah, that's very dangerous, and you need to be incredibly careful. And if a robot version of you comes around, I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
Well, it's not Plan A. It's the
Plan R.
It's honestly the things where I ran out of plan or my plans fell short.
You're very clever, so I'll take it. But that is still very scary. I am your mother.
So I don't need to be worried about this, wearing it? Do I need to try to change it out?
Have you looked inside of it?
Probably should do that before I stuff my soul in there.
She 100% like goes pale. Like It's like
I mean, I ran test on it, but
grounded.
what that meant.
Oh my god. Just like, okay.
That was before certain things happened.
I see.
I mean, I did lift it and then had a daring skate, watch the Starland or something, and ended up in the fucking boat with some crazy people. It's only been like 3 days. I haven't really thought about it.
Not for you.
That is true, but down there I'm focused on stuff.
Maybe just take a little time to think. You'll hear something that she's gonna say something, and you're going to hear. Have you seen Total Recall? Not the new one.
I don't think so.
There's got to be a new weird, fucked up little man inside of that if you've seen the new one. But it's something that Quado is in this, and it's a little like. Have you seen the new one? Where they're all fucked up on Mars because there's no oxygen up there. So it's a bunch of like weird meetings and shit. You effectively hear this Quado man, or it's a kind of male disembodied voice that's going to talk to you for a second, and it looks as though what's like talking at you, or like Gillith is saying these words. It looks like that to you. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Let me just real quick, get that, and then so.
Open your mind. Open your mind. Open your mind.
And as you're doing this, it's one of those like they're utilizing effectively the Kill as a catalyst to say, oh yeah, this is fine. But they're like, open your mind to something.
Yeah.
But when they stop talking, it's like there's no way in hell that they would have just said that to you, but it looked like they did. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a little. It's a very subtle thing of maybe I should look into this before I put my soul into it. And now it's like open your mind up to me.
Yeah.
So, and they're just kind of like, I know it was a lot. Like, we did a lot today.
I'm not understanding what just happened.
Right. So, the Lich or something talked to you, utilizing Gillith as a catalyst to make you more comfortable with the situation.
Gotcha.
And they said, hey, open up to me. Because now, it's almost like you've acknowledged it.
Gotcha.
So, and then they're kind of like, Gillith is just, talking to you, and it's one of those, you're in that place, it's kind of almost a stunned look of, what the fuck's going on? Perfectly.
Yeah.
But that's her being like, oh, and then she's playing it off like, oh, well, we went to a therapist today. I remember. Like, it's just one of those, oh, fuck. So that was a little thing of, it's just one of those little tug.
Yep. So it's like,
The brain that would be on top of it looks like it's got almost black veins in it. Where normally it's like purple-esque. It's like the ring is like almost like onyx. Almost like they have that the layers of that like tungsten look where it's not silvery, but it's more like a darker metallic look. But it's one of those, it's been that way the whole time. It's just subtly change over time. But, like, well, that's your mom.
okay. Probably talk a little bit more. Walk into the place.
Yeah.
Tell her goodbye.
Well, hey, well, at least now I don't have to worry about you going through some weird teleportation circle to get to the theorists in case, you know, they're trapped or something.
Seemed oddly specific. Via.
I don't like teleporting.
I've never done it. Well, yeah, I did. I mean, I've been forcefully teleported. Nothing about it. It didn't even feel like it was anything happened.
That's the thing. It's like, no, it's totally fine. And it's like, no. Gil was like, unless it's me doing the thing, like I control the thing. No, she ain't doing that shit. She's a fucking, she's a ninja, bro. So, like, well, okay. Just, we're here for a little while. Here for a little while. We'll be here as long as you're in town, and we'll help see y'all. You know, come see us or come introduce us to your friends.
Yeah. See if we can try to set up a point at a time where we can all get together to eat.
The Chancellor of Trade delivered your sister.
Yeah, I caught the illusion earlier, but I wasn't quite sure. Yeah. I'll at least try to wrangle him up. Some of mine, I'm not sure they're gonna go. One of them's I'm a little worried about. Maybe I shouldn't bring them around the family, but
Why is that?
kind of has a thing for the mother of dreams.
I mean, you're the mother. You can tell just, yeah, it's like, protect all moms at all.
But
Well,
let's see if I can bring them around. I'm sure there's probably one or two at least that want to do it. Maybe a third.
well, you know, I don't force anything, but they are people looking after you, so. But, well, perhaps, you know, someday you'll whisk me away again.
Alrighty. You have a good one.
Your mom will. And she will have a good one. It's like,
So when is
does the, like you laying down since you're so fucking tall. She's just a little help.
I just raise an eyebrow? I know you can come up here now. But I'm willing down.
Oh. She just picks you up.
But
That is funny. She'll give you
so
a
just so I'm not
chicken.
surprised. When is Demi gonna? Like, how fast does that happen?
Like how? What milestone are you aiming at here?
I don't even know what to ask.
Well, if it's just is it the first time that, you know, she might kiss a boy?
When am I expecting to hear an actual sentence in my head?
Would you like to help your dear old mom with an arcana check?
Sure. I don't know if mine's higher or hers high, but what? My mind's been opened.
Oh, that's true. So you can roll with advantage then.
A 30.
within a week, she's almost like a 3-year-old. Like, maybe 2-year-old. So, you don't know if it's sustainable, like if it's going to happen for that fast forever.
It's on a reverse Jacob curve.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, where it's like, and it's like, oh, whoa, because there's so much magic into it before. And it'll be like, yeah, no, that's pretty well said. It's like a reverse J curve. And you got a 30, so it's going to, I mean, even you can actually tell based on from gestation. Well, normally dragons have eggs, and they normally gestate for a very long time. So then it could have been bacon for years, right? And then there they are, like, what? And it's like, what? And so they're like a little magic grenade, or a little, like, almost like a little nuclear fusion device that's gonna run out of power very rapidly, just because it, for one, doesn't know how to sustain its own magic, but that's how like spells are happening, and this is in growth and all that. So I mean, she'll be like 20 years old in probably 5 years. And by that I mean they would be like a 20-year-old, but being an elf, dragon, fearful, whatever you call it, they have the potential of forever. You don't know.
Yeah.
But you do know that they are anything but normal. So it'd be one of those like, oh yeah, you might be, well, not walking down the aisle, because let's be real, like she'll have to go and be seeing the world or something before either of them let that shit happen. But yeah, like I said, we put a lot of work into her, I guess.
Well, at least I have more context now.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry to just kind of spring that on you. I didn't even know myself. Yeah, you know, the last
One of these days I'm just gonna be in combat. It's like,
that's going to be the last session, like the last thing you do. Like, Cormac, you better come home. That's like, nah. And you're just ready to get crushed on something. Like, oh my god! But you'll what do you call it? Yeah. Well, the last 3 babies I never saw them. So.
wait, there's more?
No, not of them.
Well, no, I mean, right. I didn't know I had.
I couldn't even tell you what they are. I don't know if they made it. You know? Yeah, something great and powerful took that away. You know, get very like, you kind of get like almost feels kind of like a winter's day almost, just randomly. Yeah, you know, that kind of gets a little quieter and all that.
I've seen how fast Demi's growing, and I've seen how powerful you are. My money is riding on them.
Well, you know, she's the best of us. But okay, well, you know how to get a hold of us, and you really know how to get a hold of me. So, just let me know. There it is.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
I'll go to Sanctum Arcanum or whatever. Go up to the receptionist.
You will see that it is a, like, this Emmy 9. It's like this is an experiment that's been happening over time, and they get more refined and more refined and more refined. And this one now has almost like a face, like a real, almost like face, like a hello, Cormac.
Hi, Emmy.
I'm sorry. Second to the Elder of Shadows. And they kind of go, and it is a smile. It's what you would perceive as one, and it's like they got more work to do if they are trying to be human-esque. But
Is there a reason why she said shadows instead of house?
Sarah, say it one more time.
You said,
I'm sorry, Elder of the Veil.
oh, okay.
So second to the Elder of the Veil.
Okay. It's like, and then she did the creepy smile. I was like,
If I was cleverer, I would have. I would just play into that. And be like, I need to go see him, and you go talk to the Lich instead.
she's like, Jesus. Hold on to this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I would like to make an appointment with Wallace. Notice it. Okay.
You figured it out. Clever. She's very charming.
There's a little bit of work to do.
Is that check? Like, you make one on them. I'm gonna get something right. And you do know, based on the experience you just had, he's probably not talking about the interaction you just had.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, but what was your insight check?
It was a 9.
Okay, now he's not at the fucking robot. But yeah, so I'll have you up there, go through, like, well, essentially, like, you came back pretty fast, but you also did come back knowing how to do what I asked you to do. So, what did you need to discuss?
Where do you want the mithril and get me delivered?
Now, here, unless you want, like, are you going to deliver your, deliver them to your facility? Or do I need to send it somewhere?
Well, you asked for me to give you access, so I guess what are the next steps?
Do I have access?
Oh, you want access to down there.
Give me infinite time.
Yeah. I feel like we'll need to work up to that.
Okay. He's like, good. I don't have to kill you because of how many you are.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that'd be funny. He's like, huh? Okay. He'll, like, well, that's reasonable. You can tell he's a little miffed, but it's almost like, eh. Okay, well, then just have it delivered here, and it can walk out with you.
Walk out.
Not the mithril. What it's going to be.
No, I get that. Okay.
Well, what it means is it will just travel with you rather than, like, it's obvious they're going to fucking deliver you somewhere still, but what do you mean by that is,
Yeah.
you get to, like, wake up the Bicentennial Man and then, oh, there he is, versus,
How far can you send me from this place? Like, if I wanted you to take me to
now,
some place.
anywhere.
So, like, me and the finished product and send me a few miles out into a field somewhere to where I can launch it.
Did you find a reasonable path to that goal? Is it who I think it is?
Who do you think it is?
The person you trust more than anyone else in this world. Certainly the one who brought you into it.
I mean, Now I'm confused.
Well, and that is something where he is very glad that you are, because it means that they're.
I know who he's referring to, and Cormac does up until it's like someone who brought you into this world. I'm like, I guess insight, does he not realize an adopted, or is he?
No, but what he's saying is literal.
Oh, duh, that's right.
He got a lot better at doing this in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Hey boy. I was looking at him for a second. You know it a lot.
If I don't, we all die.
True. Well. Yes.
Yes, no, that's the end of that thought.
No,
If I don't know too much, then.
No, I mean, I'm
Oh, you're
answering
agreeing with
previous
me.
question.
Yeah, no, I knew I was right already.
Yes.
He looks over at the the heart of Kieran, and it's like, it's like he's still pissed at that, and he's like, I can't. No, I can't. It's like, okay, well, if you can give me the mithril, the second I have it, you will have your new servant. One of a kind.
I'm trying to think of how long it would take me to make it.
Well, like just as an exercise, or
Well, no, because I mean, like, the biggest hold off that Cormac had was supplies.
no.
He now has it.
Well, I'm talking about you're gonna have your friend instantaneously.
But Voss is going to be the one that,
Yeah.
which is what I'm, like, you know.
No, it's great.
Now that I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, okay, it's not necessarily, I don't have resources, now I have resources. So now it's like, can I just do it?
Huh? It's quite tempting.
Two.
Keep me out. Make it yourself. You're incredibly smart, and you're very ambitious. You also just learned that you're incredibly powerful. Bruce Wayne, Espa?
I'm just like,
No, it's like, that's what it is. It's one of those like, oh, he actually will have a chessboard there and he will start to play you.
okay.
The pieces will move on their own, and then you guys can start doing where you just say it, right? Or even think it.
Yeah, no, I'm playing. I'll, if he initiates the game, I'll
Yeah,
play the
100%.
game with him.
He'll be on white. He's going to, he's like, just doing the straight fucking like, oh, so neat ever. So if I had a way to do it, I would love to do the thing with Harry Potter where it's the hourglass that the duder has in the fifth one. That is like, it runs faster the duller the conversation is. And so when they have the flashback of Voldemort or Tom Riddle, and it goes, I was thinking of something called a Horcrux, and the fucking time just stops in it. And it's like, he 100% boss has that in his thing, and you can kind of tell it's one of those like, so as the conversation was escalating and y'all were like that. It's one of those, time is slowing down and slowing down and slowing down as y'all are kind of poking at each other.
Yeah. Does it feel familiar?
What's that?
Do I actually feel time changing?
A little bit.
Okay.
But it's not something where it's like, it is not the same as your sanctum. He's starting to figure that out, though, the more that you hang around him.
Yeah.
So he's like, hang out here forever.
Do what?
He's like, hang out in here forever. Because that just means he can learn everything about you.
Yeah. Well, I'll finish the game.
High or low. Or else you can roll on a crunch check against him if you would like to utilize that as a method of seeing who wins.
Yeah, that's what he's about. I mean, even if he's going to be higher than me. $25.
He rolled a 2 on the die. So
37? No.
You what?
So what, 37?
No.
I almost rolled a 19, which would have put it at 30 again, but it rolled to the 14. I was
Ooh.
like, wow.
But no, you beat him. It is one of those that like he's still having to work out strategy and things of that sort. He did learn something about you though. Not that it gleans anything, or not that you would understand that. I mean, you would 100% know how you play that game is giving him information and how you plan and do all this
Well,
stuff.
and that's part of the relationship, though, is to make him more, I would say, human, but, let him blend in better, too.
It was a good game. We'll have to play again when you were here.
Yeah. I'll tell him a spot in, I guess, in my place, or what used to be my place.
Okay.
I don't know if it's my place anymore, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
I haven't checked.
And you come back. Clouds are like covering up most of the sky. It's not nearly as bright anymore. Thick clouds, like storms coming, like a real one, not just summer rains and all that. So you get back to that part of town.
Yeah. I head to my own place. Still mine. Keywood.
Yeah.
Go inside. Everything where I left it. It's my little coin in the door still.
100%. All of your
lie with the creepy shit music as well.
all of that stuff is like, you would do a sweep, right? Demons, you're fucking going in with your fire pistol. It's like, but nothing.
Idiot fool.
Nothing there, but you do. And it's like, what is that? And you kind of hear somebody playing some just music outside, just like panhandlers or whatever. But if you hear people start laughing and like clapping and stuff, but it sounds like someone screams. Mm-hmm. And it's someone like being chased, but it's not like they start ha 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 like immediately after that. Oh my god, kind of a deal. So it's like tensions turned up. It's just you. Mm-hmm. A place you haven't been. I'll say days, but it feels like forever. And kind of feels like you're being watched, but Beeman's just like,
Well, I'll ritually cast Alarm.
yeah.
And then,
Beeman's just going around to each part that you want the little perimeter to be. Bing, 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 bing.
and I guess, I'm also, after that, ritually cast Detect Magic. Do I sense any magic, see any magic, feel any magic?
You do. I see inside, like in a little corner, kind of like, funny enough, almost like this, up in one of the corners, and when the spell of Detect Magic, it emanates from you at first, right? As it's covering everything, and you see, and it goes away as it's being seen. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like you're seeing the black little ball, and then it has like a ball's going, and it disappears once it's fully covered in that area.
I just
You're moving the bed around. Don't put your bed. Don't put your head where my head would be,
Yeah.
or whatever. Or don't sleep where your
he's
head.
debating between being intimidating and leave, or because like I am who I am now. People are gonna watch. Anything else I can cast to I can cast Skywrite. Help.
Yeah, it would be fucking
Is that can be ritually cast? I didn't know that. Alright, well.
I don't know why. It's fucking hilarious, man. You will, you kind of look outside.
I'm like, oh. Like outside the window? Mm-hmm. Just like.
Yeah, they're far enough away where it's not like you open it like,
They're just like, bro, if you want in, I'll just kind of. I guess I'll open the window. What did we say his name was? Ollie?
Olin.
Olin.
Mm-hmm. When you go to open the window, he leaves.
Alright. I was going to invite you in to eat, but I guess not. It's just not.
Yeah, he goes, yes, hello.
It's like he's in there, and I was like, okay.
Like eating cakes or some shit. It's like, yes.
Alright, well,
No.
I'll do the thing, and I'll go into it.
Okay.
How's Smith's gift look?
Yeah. Yeah.
And do I need to roll to check to see how it looks? Okay.
No, you will see this thing like that almost appeared as though it kind of like it didn't have fingers at first. It's kind of what it felt like in regards to he just gave you a entity, a blob, right, kind of deal. Well, over time in here, over what is however long you let it stay in there is how long it was. I don't know how many hours that was. But it is evolved.
Yep.
To now have like 10 fingers on each hand. But they're not fingers, they're more like tentacles. And it's perfect.
Nice. I'll think it. I will lay out schematics of tools. And I'll kind of motion to it. It's like, any of these would be helpful for you.
It's doing the whole thing where like it hasn't had to look around. So it's almost like it's getting a little bit squid-like. There's no neck kind of a deal, but it's like I need to be able to have a actual head type thing. So
It's like, get in this armor. Be shaped like this. It's more. I don't even care what he looks like. As long as it's efficient.
that's the deal. So it'll go like look up at you. It's like
Can you make sounds?
it picks up something.
Do you require sleep? 1 for yes, 2 for no. And I'll actually demonstrate 1 and 2. Can you keep watch while I go to sleep? Okay. I will. I don't have anything to do down there today, so I will do what my mom said to do, and I will think.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run through whether I should let boss have access. Well, not this. That's not on the to-do list anytime soon. But it's more of does how do I put this? Is this a good idea anymore? On top of, do I want to have boss create the thing, or should I create the thing? And I think I come to the realization, no, Cormac wants to do it. Because it's his challenge that he wants to do. He just, he needed a backer, and he doesn't really need that from boss anymore. And then, I don't know what to think about this, or what you told me, or how Cormac should take that. So I'm going to think he's going to spend some time thinking about this. I am going to be asking you some questions. And we'll go from there. But
Yeah, I'm all about it.
yeah. And then after some time, which is going to be like a day or so for him, he's going to get up and take the thing out. He's also going to give it some exercises to do
Okay.
to build coordination and
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, effectively, it'll have, like, it'll be a little more squid-esque, a little more human-esque, like, a little more, like, now it's starting to become, like, very alien-like, but it's becoming more of, oh, you want efficiency on something that can create something. Mm-hmm. So very limited movements in regards to limited wasted stuff.
right.
Right.
But I mean, it may still, a room is a room, and it's built with my level of efficiency.
Well,
He's going to have to navigate that.
Correct. So it's going to be one of those where, like, it'll kind of have its own little, like, it'll sit in the center of the water, and then it goes, and it's using its legs and, its hands and feet and all this. And it'll eventually, like, oh, this is easier with more of these. And it spawns a couple of more. So it'll have 6 appendages. And, have something that can, oh, this is easier if I just, everything around me, if I can see in a 360.
Perfect. This is what I'm looking for tonight.
And it's like, so, effectively, it's making itself a monstrosity, but it's one of those, it will cater to every desire that you have in regards to efficiency. It can take watch, it can be, it can essentially help with whatever you're looking for.
Yeah. I'll take it out of the room. Mm-hmm. I'll explain to it, no one else is allowed in here besides me, Beeman, and him. If anything else is in here, to make a lot of racket to wake me up. Yeah. And I'll just tell Beeman. Keep an eye out too, please. Just bump me in the head or something. Alright. And I'll go to sleep and prepare to go to Smith and Vulcan the next day.
Nice. You have very interesting dreams. Do you take the ring off before you go to sleep?
I think I'm not going to, now that I have a better idea, like now that there's a chance that thing can come back, I don't want to have access to me while I'm unconscious.
Perfect. Yeah.
So,
There you go, sir. Super fun.
So, well, what did I gather from the open your mind stuff? Like, what did how is
You
Cormac
having-
meant to feel to that? Is
Sure.
it?
You having that on your finger, and they're like, open your mind to me. Well, it's buffered. Like, you can't be, your mind can't be entered. But this is something telling you, like, let me in. Till right before that.
Yeah.
And then something's like, oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Then it's to give you a little more, I don't know. But this is the best shielding I have right now. Mm-hmm. But you effectively now know it can get weirder. But if you ever make an Arcana check on the thing, and it's high enough, and you could do that while you were having a nice thump, you can do it at advantage, that ring is going to be pretty metal.
Natural 24-31.
So for what?
Natural 24-31.
It will eventually be able to take you over. Because a piece of its soul is in there. It's more powerful than you can dream of.
I'm glad I rolled that because Cormac's, because my wisdom and his hubris is going to be like, well, the more I expose myself to it, the stronger my defense will become. But now he's like, okay.
Well, that's the rub is you don't want to take it off. You know now, based on your Arcana check, it's like, okay, I've got to figure out how to do this without me doing it. And it's going to be tough because you're really smart and you got all the contingency in the world to be like, I got to keep myself safe. Why don't I hit the ring off?
Yep.
What a silly idea. And so your self-preservation is what it's going to feed off of to keep it there. So.
Perfect.
Like, yay! You did the thing that's shooting your mind. As it's just.
All right. So, then yeah, that is what that is then. I go to bed with it on.
And it's just like. Yeah, that's.
Fuck you. Cormac was in bed like.
Yeah. The.
My Colin's gone and to just set that.
Yeah. You're like, just set me up. The little thing is using all those little fingers or little tentacles to get you in the right position so you can hold it uncomfortably or whatever. But I love side sessions, man. They're fucking crazy. No.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, if I live through the night,
You will.
kill.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%. You're way too valuable to die.
Go into thing, exercise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like on the paint kind of exercise because now it's like okay, I don't have anything to make right now because I need Mom to deliver the thing to.
No, it's right where you need it to be.
Oh, in that case, then
It'll be one of those like you go to wipe your face because you're like going hard today because I ain't got anything else to do, and you go. The thing is going with you. Going nuts.
it has several dumbbells to give it the strength to lift the heavy stuff I'm going to need to lift later.
100%. You know, and then you're like, oh man, that was fucking wild. Holy shit! And there is almost a egg of mithril.
Then I guess we begin. I don't know how long I spent down there exercising, but
I mean, it can be as long as you want.
you know, I don't know what the rest of this week will do, but I will spend as much time as I can and not.
I think it says you need, if you're going to make it, utilizing the rules of the Golemace thing. Well, since you have refined mithril, it'll take less time, right? But the you will. So for iron, it's 120 days.
Okay.
Mithril's not going to take that long. So at that point, it would take, 80 days?
Okay.
So. And it can be literally whatever fucking shape you're wanting, unless you want this to be the mini demon, and then it's gonna become like a fucking beedrill.
So that's 9 sessions of 24 minutes.
It's gonna be 120 days. But even then, you just add an extra,
Maybe 13 sessions of 30 minutes.
which, 13 sessions in 30 minutes?
A minimum of 1 a day. But shit, I could wake. No, because I don't have to sleep after that. So a minimum of 1 a day. That's halfway through for the week.
Nice.
But if I can squeeze in any other, like I did on a ship, where sleep, do it, sleep,
Right?
do it, go.
It's like, hey, you guys gonna go shop for a second? Yeah, I need a couple hours.
Yeah. But that would be the plan. So
Well, by the time, well before you leave, you'll have a mithril golem. Now the question is, are you going to build around the thing?
what do you mean?
Like the unseen servant thing, you're going to build around it?
You mean am I going to leave it trapped in there?
Well, I mean, you can get in and out or whatever, I guess.
Like it's going to help me.
Okay, well, so effectively, you've seen Hellboy and the Golden Army?
I think I saw pieces of it.
Well, there's the dude in the suit, but he's made of air. Like he's in like a diver's suit. But anywho, it's, yes, kind of, is this, are you going to trap the dude? Not that that's the intent. But, you know.
No, I don't want, like, you know, I'm okay with him assisting me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how fast that's going to speed up that time limit, but
I was just wondering if you were going to let me put him in there.
no.
Good. Then
Yeah,
you're fine.
I'm even not going to let him be. I don't mind being down there and working with the thing, you know, because I've seen Voss take over other robots. So even if he does it with this one and I'm there, it's a situation of kind of what I said at the ship. Let's see what can happen if we do something together. But this one, you know, Cormac wants to be his. Be led by his thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
100%. The, what do you call it? Mithril, is tight looking. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there you go. I was like, dang, that's loud. But that's what happened, or that's why all that stuff is, because for whatever reason it's fucking auto playing when I'm hovering over a video. I'm like, Jesus.
And then, yeah, I guess I'll take the gift. To Smith Post. Smith and Bay.
Okay.
I'll
Smith won't be there.
do the morning thing.
Yeah, because Smith's going to be at his new station. Oh, well.
So he's gonna be on the Casmore?
Well, for right now, yeah. Okay. Because right now, something very, very important is happening, because the Pentagon meeting is today, technically.
Okay.
So they're having to find their new
We're selling sports.
Kazimar thing, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like their new captain for that.
Well, I mean, I have the rest of the week. I can present this to him. Do I know where I could find Vulcan? Do you know about the Vulcan?
They're at the Dovetail.
That's right, because that's where they took Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
To the Dovetail.
You're hearing them, it's just like, they're kind of like in like a room where they're It's hotter than fuck in there. Well, you've been around, even though haphazardly, self-driving for most of your existence, you think it's pretty cold. It's like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And they're like just eating breakfast, and Cyrus is in there, and Rue and Vulcan, and essentially it is like the Continental, and then Judith here. We'll have one crew from Milliard's first day, and she's like effectively the Lance Reddick of that place, like the concierge, and like, oh hello, Mr. Cobble, how can I help you?
Oh, okay. I was 2 minutes I realized what you said. I don't want to disturb them while they're eating, but
Oh, you couldn't, even if you tried.
do you mind delivering a message for me to Vulcan that I would like to talk to him about a project if he's available?
Yeah, that would be my pleasure. What is the message?
That I'm looking for a power source for something that will be self-sustaining and evolving, and I'm hoping that he can help with it.
Okay.
His name's Cormac.
I already told you I know what his name is.
I didn't know how literally you were going to take with the message.
Well,
I'll give my address and also that.
are you sure this is correct? That you were staying at the Luthard estate?
I kind of split from my group to go take care of some personal stuff, so
I see.
didn't get that memo.
Want to be sure.
But if that is where I'm staying, you can also find me there, and I'll be, as you probably well know, the council meeting if he's around there too.
Yeah, it's in a few hours. I think I have to remind them.
That was a pleasure. Have a good day. And I'll leave. And I'll go find something suitable to wear.
Okay. I mean, your armor would be fine. Like
Well,
that's-
underneath, but
yeah.
that's one of the things about the armor is like, okay, he's dressed nice, he's vulnerable. An action later, oh no.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the freaking thing with Tony Stark is so cool. Like, I love that shit with, especially Spider-Man's.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I don't know how we're going to do this, but basically, I do want to talk to Smith at some point. I don't know if we want to do that in the game. I don't mind doing that in the game either.
Yeah.
Vulcan, I don't mind doing that in the game when it comes up. But one of the other things I do want to work on is I want to give my armor the property of the armor of magical strength, where I can use my intelligence.
Oh, sure.
So, but
Okay. Well,
just even if that's something that while I'm working on the thing is working on.
yeah, honestly, if that's what you want to do, that would be hysterical. It's like, all right, it's going to work on you a little. You work on the thing.
Yeah.
No, 100%. It's like, oh.
And I know it doesn't have a rarity assigned to it because it's supposed to be just like what it used to be an infusion, so I don't know how you want to do it.
It just happens like you wanted it to go be done, so long as you just plan it and then it's done.
Okay.
Because, like you said, I mean, hilariously enough, it can literally do that and fix up what you're needed to do as your little helper in there, and then you can work on what you need to work on, and that's what it's doing. And then Beeman will be watching it, and you're, watching it, and it's like doing what it needs to do. And
I don't necessarily try to hide him either because I know them. So
hide who?
The invisible onesies of it.
Oh, or from whom? I'm sorry.
They'll party when we.
Oh, I can't wait to introduce you.
Yeah, well, not only that, but it's just like I don't know if we're gonna interact. But yeah, so yeah, that is basically it. So if we wanted to do any other stuff alone, the
It's all up to you.
Smith, at whatever point I get Smith.
Yeah, I think Smith and Vulcan would be great together, like while you're around, unless it's something you want to hide.
No, that's fine.
Because I'm all about it, but
I mean, I want to be a little, because I know obviously Johnny's going to listen to this, Madden's going to listen to this.
These don't come out until after a session of stuff, so you have time and leeway and all that stuff for things to build.
The only
and
thing about Vulcan's conversation is if I explain to him what I'm doing, I want that to be a little more like I'm using Beeman and then asking what's happening.
100%, yeah.
Like, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, it'll be fun. Fucking like,
It's probably not going to last more than a couple sessions, but it's just one of those situations like.
well, the thing of Duder is going to pop out and it's going to be like, okay, I'm going to describe to everybody something. You can barely see this thing. It looks like a tentacle monster thing. It's stalking Cormac. Yeah.
Hello, this is Bill.
It just.
This is K Moore.
The opposite of Cormac.
Yep. Yeah.
Come on.
This is Haas.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So you know, I won't. What I'll probably then do is
I'll render all this and then give you an unlisted link to it,
Yeah.
so you can listen back to it.
But by the end of the week, I'll probably have Magical Armor done. The question is I don't know how much free time we're getting in this versus what you have planned versus, so I can't project. But if there's time that we have free, he's working on that because he
Oh yeah, 100%.
wants this to be ready for that, and he don't need some eyes, and he is. And then that would put. So right now he's been down there for 66 days, plus 9 from this session. So yeah, by the end of this, he'll be over half a year.
No.
Well, no, I lied. Oh no, those are actual days. Shit. Yeah.
You got an old beard. It's one of those like you come out literate. Oh, no. You come out looking like this shit. Hold on,
And a wondrous item that is created is my helmet. Just
Amazing.
sucks it up like a vacuum. Just take it off.
Oh, that's fun.
It's like, it's just self-grooming back to the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you. Oh my lord. Yeah, this is what you come out looking like. Fucking. No, that didn't look real enough. Yeah, no, that's worse. Yeah, no, this is fun. Fuck it. You just be homie. Mm-hmm. I hope it's the right one. No. Okay, maybe it is. There you go. You're just giga Chad when you come out. It's like
Which one was which again?
what's that?
Which one was which again? I meant to put it in my thing, but I forgot to.
No worries. So, in here. This is this. This is this. You got King of Clubs. The King of Clubs is Chaos. And Jack of Diamonds is Dawn. Chaos is, you can let him have resistance to any normal elemental damage. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder. That lasts for a D12 days. Dawn is, for the next 8 hours, you get to add your proficiency to initiative roll.
Key.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Well, it was a pleasure, good sir.
Yeah. That is SideCar.